Hi everyone, welcome back to Sheri. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you guys are having a really nice weekend and that you are safe. And as I always ask, how are you doing? I hope you guys are doing well. And every day is not the same, but I hope that this space on my channel kind of puts a little pep in your step, puts a smile on your face, and gives you a little chuckle while we learn so much about all kinds of things, especially skin. So in today's video, we will also address mask acne again, but I want to talk a little bit more about how to treat mask acne at home. So let me preface this first by saying that, of course, you guys know that I'm not a dermatologist or anything like that. I am just what I like to consider a very informed and educated consumer. I have spent years and years and years, reading, researching, studying, listening, really because of my own skincare journey. And what I am going to share with you today is what I actually put in place for myself and what I have been recommended to people for the last few months. And I have been seeing not just on me, but those people really good results. And of course, everyone's skin is different, so this is just to be a little bit of a guide, especially if you are experiencing mask acne or acne mechanica and you have no idea what to do or what else to do, because it's such like a plague right now, literally. So I hope that what I will share today will be helpful. But just before we get started, I just want to let you guys know that you should definitely check out last week's video where I went into detail reviewing the silk face mask from Slip, and you guys will realize that using a silk face mask for me has been a huge game changer when it comes to dealing with mask acne, or preventing it, I should say. But it doesn't mean that it's not going to happen. It could happen, but for me it's a lot less now. Thank God I don't have to wear a mask for like 8 hours like some people, but there are many people that do because of their job and so on. So you might be dealing with mask acne at a different level. But like I said, some of the things that I'm going to share with you, actually all the things I'm going to share with you today, I have actually recommended to some healthcare workers who even have to wear like N95s and so on. And they are really struggling with what's happening on their skin. And this has made a huge difference. So the first thing I want to tell you is you must simplify your routine. And you're like, what? Sheri saying to simplify her routine, like Sheri who does like 20 steps is saying to simplify your routine. Yes, and I'll explain a little bit why I'm saying that, but really and truly, once you're dealing with something that like this that's becoming almost chronic, because literally what's going to happen is that your skin may calm down overnight, but tomorrow when you put on a mask, the acne, it comes back, everything kind of raises up and flares up again. And this is happening for days and days, weeks and weeks, months and months. It's almost chronic, and your skin is going through a lot of trauma right now. So you really need to simplify your routine in terms of you want to make sure that you remove very strong treatments, like probably even retinols, acids, and so on. And let me say this at this point, what I'm talking about here is your at-home care. If you've been dealing with this for months and months and months, doing some of the things that I'm going to talk about today, and you're not getting any relief at all, you may need to see a professional. You may need to see a dermatologist. You may need much stronger, probably medication or something like that for your skin. And I know not everybody wants to have to go that way, and that's why I'm sharing this information, but just keep that in mind as well. But I mean, this has really helped me, and I hope that's going to help you as well. So you simplify your routine in terms of removing all those extras, because we're going to focus on what I like to call the 4 parts of a mask acne routine. So I have actually 4 steps that I coined, and they are cleanse, calm, treat, and protect. So that's cleanse, calm, treat, and protect. And that's how I want you to look at your skincare routine, especially if you're dealing with mask acne. Now, this, by the way, will help people who are chronic acne sufferers as well. Everybody could probably get something from this video, even people who are having like different skin irritations, because the concepts, I think, might be very helpful for you. So the first thing when it comes to cleansing, the point here is that you want to cleanse gently. Remember that your skin is already going through a lot. You're getting these breakouts, especially in this area and so on, because of what's happening on your skin, because of the interaction between the mask and all the moisture buildup and bacteria and yada yada yada. And your skin is going through a lot, and it's very easy, or a lot of people are tempted to, as soon as they get home, yes, you want to cleanse your skin, and it's very easy to want to grab a scrub. No scrubs, no physical scrubs, please guys. That could actually make the situation worse, because when it comes to mass acne, you will hear a lot of people talking about skin barrier. Using scrubs on top of that situation is definitely going to make your skin barrier worse, and that's going to cause the entire situation to actually get worse or sometimes spin out of control. So you want to avoid scrubs. So cleanse gently. You want to look for a cleanser that is ideally low pH, because that's going to be close to the natural pH of your skin, so it's not going to create too much disruption. You want to look for cleansers that are not going to I shouldn't say overly strip. You don't want a cleanser that's stripping at all. You can get a cleanser that can cleanse your skin without stripping. Now, I know for a lot of people, you've been accustomed to that squeaky clean feeling when you're done cleanse. That's actually not necessarily the best feeling after you cleanse, because that actually means that you've removed too much of your natural skin barrier, and therefore you've actually put your skin at a disadvantage. And I know, especially for oily people, that's like, what are you really telling me? I know, because I had to go through that whole shift of mindset and so on, and to grasp, okay, Sheri, you've cleansed enough. You don't need to continue scrubbing. You don't need to continue doing all of this in order to really make my skin better. But you're saying, okay, so wait, how am I going to cleanse so good if I'm using a gentle cleanser? Hence, I did a video a couple weeks ago and we talked about double cleansing. And double cleansing might sound like it's harsh, but it's actually a really gentle way of effectively cleansing your skin. If you have not tried double cleansing yet, I highly recommend that you look at that video. I will leave the link in the description box below for sure. But go and check it out and definitely start double cleansing now. Because when you do double cleansing and you go in with that first oil-based cleanser, what it's going to do, it's going to attract all the bacteria, all the dirt, all the buildup that's on the skin. It's going to gently remove that and allow your gentle water-based cleanser to do what it has to do. Definitely use the 60-second rule here, because if you're using a gentle cleanser as well, if you do massage that for 60 seconds, it is going to do what it has to do. Now, the purpose of this video is not necessarily to tell you, okay, use this product or use that product. I want you to get the concept of what I'm talking about, because I want people to become educated consumers, so that when you go to the drugstore or wherever you're going to purchase online, you could look at ingredients, look at formulations, look at what is said about a product, and you can make a decision. Because sometimes there might be really good alternatives out there that people like me or other people on YouTube or whichever social platform you're on may not even know, but that doesn't mean that it's not a good product, right? So with that being said, I will still leave for each of these categories some of my recommended favorites in these categories. Again, you're not limited by these, but it's going to give you an idea. So again, you want to cleanse gently. You want to use a gentle water-based cleanser. And if you have not started double cleansing it, now is an excellent time to do that. And of course, we know we are avoiding scrubs. So that's cleanse. The second part of your at-home mask acne routine is calm. And I feel that this is a point, while there are so many people talking about mask acne and what to do and, you know, talking about routines and all of that, not many people are talking about calming the skin. And that's why I'm putting it here. And I do that before I treat. And calming the skin, what I'm really talking about is at this point, after you've cleansed, you want to use calming or soothing ingredients. Really and truly, when this is happening, when mask acne is happening to your skin every single day, especially if you're a person working in an office every day, you have to keep that mask on. And so it's an everyday issue. Your skin is angry. It is literally angry. Sometimes there might be redness, irritation. For me especially, I will get the buttons will come up here. They will have like the pus or the inflammation, so they'll be like with whiteheads. And if you look up my skin, like if I put a light on it, you will actually see the entire area red. It's inflamed because of what's happening. And so before I go into treat, I want to help calm my skin down. And I'm talking about this particular part. And when I talk about this part, I want you to keep in mind the types of ingredients that you want to include at this point. So after cleansing, some people may go in with a toner, some people may go in with an essence. So these are the types of ingredients you want in this particular part. Some people may go in with an ampule. So one of my absolute favorites, and I talk about it all the time, is Centella asiatica. Centella asiatica is really, really calming to the skin. It also helps the skin repair itself faster. So you're getting double benefits there. Another really good ingredient is mugwort. And I'm not sure that I've ever mentioned that before. Mugwort is huge in Korean skincare. It's also called Artemisia. Several brands have options, and one of the ones that I actually have is the from Mugwort essence, but there are a lot of different brands that include Mugwort as an ingredient. You may also see it, like I said, as the other name, but this is another ingredient that has been used for years and years and years and years by Asians to help calm the skin. Another really good ingredient that you can look out for is colloidal oatmeal. There is a reason why colloidal oatmeal is in a lot of baby products, because of what it's able to do. It is a skin protectant, but it also has a quality about it that causes it to bind with water. So that's really, really, really important, especially when you want to talk about calming your skin. Other ingredients you could look for, things like aloe vera. Some people, their skin respond really well to aloe vera or green tea. You're not only going to get antioxidants, but it's also, again, very common. Other ingredients, blue tansy. I would have mentioned that because I use it in an oil. Niacinamide. Niacinamide has so many benefits, and one of them is that it helps to calm inflammation in the skin. Did you guys know that? But in this case, it's going to be helping the redness. It's also going to be helping to promote building and repairing your skin barrier. So a lot of reasons for that. Panthenol is another good one. Calendula extract, but there are a lot of them. A lot of extracts or ingredients that help to soothe and calm the skin. So the point is that when you come to this part of calming the skin after you cleanse to calm, you just want to make sure that the particular treatments that you're going to be using, whether it's, like I said, a toner, essence, and ampule, contains one of these ingredients or two of these ingredients. In general, these ingredients could fall anywhere in your skincare routine, but especially at this point, you really want to include that. So step number three would be to treat. And this is the part that everybody wants to know, like, what can I do to treat? Now, the thing about it is, after you've gently cleansed your skin and you've helped to calm your skin, you've actually set up your skin beautifully to accept whatever treatment you're going to use. When we're talking about treatment, we're talking about something to actually treat or deal with the breakout. And it's something that I keep saying. Once you know what your skin responds to, then use that. So, for example, some people respond to benzoyl peroxide, and if that's what that works well for you, then you can get that. Now, keep in mind that benzoyl peroxide in most cases will be a spot treatment. A lot of times you will see them in all kinds of strengths. You really don't need like a 10% benzoyl peroxide actually, and it could also be very, very drying. So keep that in mind. Like, benzoyl peroxide works well because it kills the bacteria that's causing the acne, but it also has the side effect of being really harsh on the skin and really drying. So if you want to use that ingredient, or you find that your skin responds to that one, go with something that's a lower strength, that's a little bit more gentle, and you are going to be able to use that as a spot treatment on your breakouts probably every night, based according to directions on whichever one that you choose. But that's going to be an option. The one that I really love is salicylic acid. My skin responds to salicylic acid, so I love that. You could actually use salicylic acid, or you could use things that are related to salicylic acid, like betaine salicylate or willowbark extract. All of those will give you some of the benefits, but they will be a little bit more gentle. If you find that using salicylic acid itself is going to be too strong for you, but that is one of the things that works really good on my skin. In fact, when I'm treating, that's what I will personally go for, but that may not work for some people. So you have other options. Another option is TeaTree, and I'm not talking about taking like TeaTree essential oil, the actual oil, and put that on your skin. That could be dangerous. You should never put essential oils directly on your skin. Essential oils should actually be put into a carrier oil, but I'm not even talking about doing it directly like that. I'm talking about TeaTree oil being in an acne treatment product. Some people respond fantastic to TeaTree, so that's one of the things that you could look for in a spot treatment. Other ingredients would be things like zinc. You have no idea how important zinc is, which is why it's in a lot of niacinamide formulations. Something to keep in mind. And then sulfur. For some people, they need to run from sulfur when it comes to treating their breakouts, but for some people, their breakouts respond really well to sulfur. So whichever one of those, works for you, that is what you're going to be using to treat. And of course, you want to make sure it's always better to start weaker and use a gentler formulation and then build as necessary than to start really strong and damage your skin. And this is one of my personal philosophies. Like, I am not so much into overnight results. I'm into gentle and consistent to lead to results, but I will also have healthy skin. Because sometimes you could get results, but your skin could be in a worse position, or you could have to deal with certain effects afterward. I really don't want that. So cleanse, calm, treat, and the last thing is protect. And here we're talking about moisturize, moisturize, moisturize. And I know when people have acne, anytime by acne, they're thinking, oh my God, if I put the moisturizer on top of that, it's going to clog my pores and I'm going to get more breakouts. No. We have come a long way when it comes to skincare. And when you are having mass acne, it is critical that you moisturize. Why is it critical? Because that moisturizer is not going to also not just seal everything in, but it's also going to protect your barrier, help to build your barrier, and literally be a barrier, because that moisturizer is actually going to be like a film of protection between the mask and your skin. And you need it. You really need it. So some people, they're thinking, okay, I have mass acne. I'll do everything and I'll moisturize at night. But in the morning when I get up, I might put on my spot treatment and then put my mask on. No. One of the biggest mistakes you could be making is not moisturizing in the daytime or whenever you actually have to wear the mask. Make sure you moisturize really well. And again, the key is choosing your right moisturizer. Oatmeal will be one of those great ingredients to look for. In that case, things with ceramides, you could get moisturizers with Centella and all of that are going to be working as well for your skin. But the point is you want to put on a really nice moisturizer. Of course, in the daytime, you could find some moisturizers that are more lightweight if you feel that you are oily. There are options. There is no excuse. There are options. But I just want you to get the point that it is so important to moisturize, because you could do all the other things and not do this, and you could just cause the whole routine to fall down, right? So guys, those are the tips that I wanted to share with you with regards to creating an at-home mask acne routine. Now I'm going to share with you my mask acne routine, and you will see some of the products that I use. These are the products that I am using in my morning mask acne skincare routine. Now, I actually don't have mask acne right now, but these are the products that I would use. In fact, I continue to use them because they're so good on my skin. But you will see how I will actually use this in my morning routine. So my skin is already cleansed. For the purposes of this video, I cleansed off camera because it could get a little bit messy, and I chose to not have to do that. But I'm going to show you how I use these CosRx Centella cleansing pods. So it's a powder. It comes in these pods. I get 3 uses from each pod. You wet your hands, you pour some of the powder into your hands, and you start to rub it together to create a foam. It's going to develop into a lovely light foam that is very gentle but very effective at cleansing the skin, not stripping at all. I absolutely love this cleanser. So my skin is damp and already cleansed, and I'm in step 2, which is to calm. I'm going to actually use 2 products to do this. One a toner and the other one is an ampule. So with the Mamonde Trouble Centella toner, I am actually swiping it all over my skin and taking it down my neck with a cotton pad. I tend to focus a lot on my cheek and chin area because those are my trouble areas. And then I'm using this ampule by Apeu. It's their Madagascar ampule. I am in love with this product. It is, again, Centella asiatica, but it is so amazing, especially for daytime, because it's very lightweight. It absorbs so nicely into the skin. There's no tacky feeling. So it layers well with other skincare products, and it works. It's really effective. Now, of course, I'm actually going to treat. I'm using here the CosRx BHA. I'm showing you another option, which is the Braille Acne Serum Treatment. But again, remember, you're choosing whatever works for you to spot treat. Now, my area, or my problem area, is my chin and cheek area, as I mentioned. So that's why I'm applying it and focusing it on those areas. I actually do have a little bit of breakouts on my chin. So yeah, and then of course I protect. So this is my moisturizer, and you're going to see Centella at every point, at every step of this routine, because I absolutely love that ingredient for just treating my skin and keeping my skin calm. So I'm applying my moisturizer. Pretty good. And of course, because this is a morning skincare routine, I will not skip my SPF. In this video, I'm using the Purito Comfy Water Sunblock SPF 50, and it is a mineral SPF. You see, it kind of goes on with a little bit of a white cast, but it's going to settle nicely into my skin. Remember to not forget your ears, and even though you're wearing a mask, wear your SPF, and that's it. So I hope that was helpful for you guys, and I hope that it's going to help you to improve your skincare routine, especially for those of you that are dealing with this type of irritation, because we have to wear masks. And of course, I just want to remind you that, you know, you must wash your mask, especially if you're using reusable ones. Don't reuse them without washing. Make sure you wash your hands. Definitely, if you can reduce the makeup that you're wearing under that mask, that's going to be a big help. You may need to look at switching to a silk mask. And a final tip would be, just remember that it's not just your skin. Your lips are underneath that mask, and your lips may also be suffering. So make sure and throw a little bit of extra something on that lip. Give it a little bit of extra care. And finally, as we come to a close in today's video, I have to announce the winner. Thank you guys so much for all your comments and all your love and your support and your congratulations as we got to 3,000 subscribers on YouTube. I really, really appreciate it. And the winner is going to be right here on the screen. Please contact me so that we can arrange your gift, because I need to talk with you in order to include the other items in terms of the skincare based on whatever issues you're having or your skin type and so on. But congratulations, and thank you guys everyone for participating. The winner, of course, as you always know, is randomly generated, but look out, because I have some more giveaways coming up, not just on YouTube but on Instagram. So guys, pay attention, and I always look forward to interacting with you. Thank you so much. And if this video was helpful, or maybe you also have some tips of things that you've done or that you're recognizing is helping your mask acne situation, leave it in the comments below. I'll see you guys soon. Take care. Bye.